So basically what we intend to do in this video, I'll show you how to create the gauge chart. I'll also show you how to format the gauge chart that the colors will also change based on the performance of the team with respect to the set target. Gauge charts are particularly useful for tracking and presenting the status of a project with respect to a target goal. So businesses use it to check their budget and compare it with the actual performance. Sales team can also use it to check the progress of the team with respect to a particular target. Now, it has 4 attributes. We have what is called the minimum value, the maximum value, the current value, and the target value. The current value is a shaded area inside the arc, while the target value is the goal, and we normally represent it by a single line. The tool we will use for this is Power BI, and this is the sample data set. The link is also included in the comment section. You can also download. Step 1, let's bring the data into Power BI. So click on Excel workbook, click on budget versus actual, select the clean data, and then load it into Power BI. Okay, so we have the data here. If we look at it in the data view, we have the categories, which is the different departments, and then the budgeted amounts and the actual amounts. So this budgeted is what was approved, and this is what the team they actually used the money for. Now to create the gauge charts, let's just bring a sample gauge chart here. In this case, when we drag the actual value to values, by default, the system will set the minimum value to be 0 and the maximum value to be times 2 of the actual value. Then we can set the budgeted amounts to the target value. So this is a sample of it. If we bring up a slicer and then we make the slicer to be of the categories. If we check on development, if we check on finance and HRO, this is a simple way to create a gauge chart that you can use. If you want to go to step 2 of this discussion where we can make the colors to change with respect to the performance. When the actual is less than the budget, we want to give it a green color. When it exceeds the budget, we want to give it a red color. So to do that, we need to create a column. We need to add a column called variance. So let's add a column. And let's say variance is equal to actual minus budget. Okay. Formats to currency. We want to create a measure using if statement. So we want to say anything 0 or less than 0, we'll give it a green, and anything above that, we'll give it a red. Okay, so let's come to this point. Let's create a measure. So a new measure, and we'll call it color. If the sum of the variance, if it is less than or equal to 0, then we should give it the color green, else we should give it a color red. We have created that measure. So this measure called color, that's what we use to control this. Select the dial charts, go to formats, go to colors, and click the conditional formatting button. Change the gradient to field value and change the column to use to color, and then click on OK. In general, the performance out of the 690 that was approved, 693 was spent. So that's why we have red. If we go to customer service, where the performance is below, you have green, and in development you have red, green, HRO, the different departments. We can also add a column chart here where we look at the budgets against the different categories. This is part of my complete data analytics course using Power BI. Thank you for being part of the class. Remember to subscribe to the channel for updates as we progress more with this.